Hi everyone, it's Gary Nicholson here for the Mountain Weather Information Service. This is a quick video update for you on Christmas Eve. I'm just going to have a look towards the New Year period. Basically, high pressure is going to be nearby, but always with some fronts coming around off the Atlantic on a general southwesterly flow. Temperatures relatively mild just after Christmas, then some variations with freezing levels occasionally dropping onto the Munros in Scotland through next weekend. There'll be some rain at times, a bit of snow occasionally, but nothing excessively wintry just at this stage. I'll have a skim through the synoptic charts, and this is Christmas Day. We've got a warm front moving northeastwards. That will bring an increasingly damp atmosphere then, with low cloud forming extensively across the mountains, soonest across western regions, where there'll be some drizzle coming in from time to time. A rather damp pattern continues on into Boxing Day, with a weak front trailing in across Scotland. There'll be bits and pieces of rain, there'll be lots of low cloud across many western hills, with the best of any breaks toward the northeastern side of the Scottish Highlands, maybe the eastern side of the Pennines, but a rather murky day, I suspect, for many. Similar weak fronts will be in place across Scotland on Thursday. Bits of drizzly, showery rain will be around at times. Fairly breezy too. The wind strength may vary through the course of the day. For England and Wales, with high pressure in charge, a greater chance of getting some inversion conditions back in, with just banks of very low level cloud or fog at lower levels. Now things are a bit more mobile into Friday. The risk of gales across the mountains at least part of the day, and as fronts pass through, there'll be some rain for a time, and behind that cold front, temperatures dropping, freezing levels dropping, and it may well give some snow on its back edge across the higher mountains in Scotland. And temperature ups and downs will continue into the weekend as the next frontal system comes through. Low pressure passes north of Scotland. The risk of widespread gales on the mountains through this time as high pressure just subsides away a little bit. Behind this cold front again, temperatures and freezing levels will drop, and there could be some further snow on the mountains. Just watch your details. Absolute timing is uncertain at this stage. So a west by southwesterly pattern is what takes us towards New Year, with frontal systems passing towards the north. We've got high pressure still to the south, and the risk of being windy as we just head into New Year's Eve, still with that general westerly. Now what looks likely as we go through the New Year period is that we see a briefly chillier air mass come around from the north-northwest before high pressure starts to recenter itself. So there could be a couple of days there where you get freezing levels dropping to say 700-800 metres perhaps. There may be a few brief snow showers or flurries, but overall it looks a fairly dry picture. The remnants of weak fronts may just be around for a time, but should fade as fairly high pressure takes hold throughout that New Year period and in the days just after. Still trying to drag things around from the Atlantic, which may well mean that temperatures lift with time again. The overall dominant trends, though, for the first week of January sees high pressure in charge. This is the 7-day pressure anomalies at middle layers in the atmosphere, but it gives us the useful steer for what things are going to do in the surface weather patterns. So we're underneath a block of high pressure. The exact airflow direction at any one time or any one day will dictate how much cloud cover there is. There's the chance of some inversion conditions in there. Some frost overnight in the glens. Temperatures may still lean towards being on the mild side, though. Very tentative, but just glancing further into early January, and there's the indication of lowering pressure as the green colours indicate lower than average pressures, and maybe just something a bit more active coming round again off the Atlantic as a westerly, but the possibility of starting to draw around air masses more from, say, Greenland or even Arctic regions with time, if we can turn things more toward the north or northwest. A long way to go with that one at this stage, but there could be some changes just in that early half of January. So we'll keep an eye out for truly wintry conditions coming back to the mountains, not quite just there at this stage. Either way though, hopefully you have a happy and peaceful Christmas period. Stay right up to date every day with all our forecasts at the Mountain Weather website, updated daily, and we'll have the video updated for you again before the end of the week. Thanks for watching, bye for now.